Right, so start with a little bit of warm up. So standing up, we'll just look over one shoulder. And other shoulder. Down to the floor. Up to the ceiling. And then we'll drop right ear to right shoulder. And take your left hand out to the side. And then left ear to left shoulder. Right arm out. And then from here, we'll just semicircles, so down to the floor, over to the other side, and back the other way. So a couple. And then we'll do some big arm circles, really reaching your shoulders up and around. And then reach out wide, hug into your chest, alternating the arm that you have on top. And then arms to the side and twist, looking over to the back of the room. Okay, hugging one knee up, taking it around, lowering down to the floor, and then closing back to the centre. Do a few on each leg. Oh, one more. And stop down to the other side of the leg. Okay, standing onto one leg, we're just going straighten and bend our legs, just mobilising the knee a little bit. Try not to overextend, don't want your leg completely straight. And then circling into your ankle, toes around. And then same on the other leg. And circling into your ankle. Okay, coming onto your hands and knees. Making sure that your knees are underneath your hip points, wrists underneath your shoulders. Just going to arch our back, stomach to the floor, shoulder blades together, look forwards. And then rolling our back, so shoulder blades to the ceiling, you can look towards your knees. And then alternating between the two, opening up your spine. Okay, from here, taking left leg back. We're going to just stretch into your calves a little bit. Lucy, I know you've got tight calves. So rocking from toe to heel. And then from here, you're going to take leg off, taking heel towards our bum, back to straight. I'm just going to do this, imagining that your heel is pushing against some resistance. So you should feel your hamstring, so the back of your leg here, you should feel that engage into your glutes. Imagine again that you're pushing against something. Okay, lowering to the floor, this time right leg back. Just going to rock from toe to heel. Feel a stretch in the back of your lower leg. Okay, heel up from here, so stomach pulled in, back straight, do the same. We're bending that heel towards our bum. imagining that you're pushing against something. Okay, from here, we're going to take left leg off again, taking right arm off, trying to get your body into a straight line. We're then going to squeeze knee towards elbow and back out. Do a few of these on each side. You can keep your hands planted and just do your leg if you're struggling to balance. Do one more on that side. Okay, swapping onto the other side. So right leg off, left arm off, get body straight, hips square, and then squeeze elbow to knee. So keep it really controlled. Last one. Okay, sitting onto your bum. So we've got two variations here. You can either place your hands behind your back, fingertips facing forwards, just rocking knees side to side to feel a stretch into the sides of your hips. Otherwise, we can take our legs at 90 degrees. This one's a little bit harder now, so taking arms so they're in line with that leg. From here, we're lifting over to one side and back. Find that you start to feet forwards. Keeping it controlled. Okay, and we'll meet in this position. So just if you're doing the other version, come to here. You place your hands, one at your knee, one at your heel, and we're just going to stretch down that leg. You should feel a stretch in the back of your hip into your glute. Just do one more, and then we'll go over to the other side. Over. So placing hands, one at heel, one at knee. And pull down. A few more. Okay, next one. So grabbing your towel or resistance band, whatever you've got. You're going to take it around your feet. So sitting, you might be able to sit with your legs straight, but I recommend like a little bend. From here, because we see it, we're just going to let your shoulders go forwards and then bring them back to engage. So it's practicing engaging your shoulder blades back. So it's just a small movement. You should be able to see, hopefully, my back engage. Get back, really squeeze. Sitting nice and tall onto the fleshy part of your bum. And the reason why this is a good one to do, it's because so when you do any of the rowing movements, that back position is the position that you want, so that your back's actually doing the work and not just your arms. So just relaxing and then engaging. So it's sort of like the shoulder blades are going back and down, slightly together. Good for posture. And by activating them now, you should get more of a workout with them later on. Just do a few more. Okay, coming to a standing. Taking a weight held at chest level. Thought I'd step up my weights today, instead of using that little one. So from here, we're going to do our goblet squats. So you'll be able to go quite heavy with this one, but equally you can, if it's like your first time doing this, you can do it without a weight as well. So feet are going just over hip width apart. Toes can go slightly outwards if that's most comfortable for you, and your knees are going in line with your feet. Keeping weight in your heels. Just keep your stomach pulled in and chest stay quite high, depending on your mobility. If you really struggle to go down this, you can put something under your heels, and that will help you go a little bit further. So if it could just be a couple of books or something like that. Remembering to breathe out as you stand up. Just do 2 more. Okay, next exercise, taking your weight into one arm, standing feet just in a comfortable position, so just over hip width apart is normally best. From here, pressing up, lowering back down. Breathing out as you press, keeping stomach pulled in, want your arms to be doing the lifting. Two more. Okay, swapping onto the other arm. Same on the other side. Keep it nice and slow to increase the time that your muscles under strain. And keep going. Stomach pulled in. Okay, last one. And then legs really wide now. Toes can go outwards. You can hold your weight down in front of you. However, you can hold it. If you've got dumbbells, you can do it with that as well. So from here, I'm taking a really wide sumo squat. 4 seconds down. Weight into heels and standing back up. Keep bum going backwards. Knees pointing outwards. Really good. And last one. Okay, taking back to a normal stance, so just over hip width. So our normal squats, weight held at chest level. Taking it down, back up. Really good. Okay, last 2. Okay, back to our shoulder press. So weight in one arm, Stomach engaged. Imagine that your belly button's pulling towards your spine. That way you're getting stomach muscles having a workout as well without any ab work. Okay, last one. And swapping onto the other side. Okay, we'll do one more. Okay, weight back down to here, legs nice and wide, toes outwards, so stingray squats, 4 seconds down, and standing back up. Okay, last 3. Okay, final one. Okay, next up, either have weight in 2 hands or grab the weight so you can have one in each arm. Alternatively, you could do this one with a towel or a resistance band and just hold it like this and just making sure that you're pulling into your back a little bit. From here, we're going to stand, feet about hip width apart. Weight is going to stay in your heels, so have a little bend in your knees and your bum's going backwards. So almost want to feel like you're going to fall backwards. You want to feel a stretch in the back of your legs. So we're going to go down. I'm going to row here and then standing up. There's our deadlift. Down, keeping our shoulders engaged like we did in that warm-up exercise when we were sitting down with our towel. Bum goes back. Row. You want to keep neck in line with your spine. Okay, last one. Okay, now coming on to one knee, one we've done lots of times before. So from here, stomach's going to pull in. We're going to lean forwards slightly. And then we're going to row, elbow, back. And again, we want to make sure that we're engaging our back all along here. So pulling elbow back and down almost. So we don't want to be going up to here. Just making sure the elbow's leading the way. Breathing out as you pull. If you nail the breathing, it just helps when you start lifting heavier weights. You don't want to get dizzy. Really good. Last one on this side. Okay, swapping now onto the other side. So other leg forwards, weight in the other arm. Stomach pulls in, slightly lean forwards. And rowing back. Keeping head facing forwards. Well done. A couple more. Okay, and now coming down, lying onto your stomach. We're going to have the front of our feet flat on the floor, arms reaching in front. From here, we're going to alter, so we're going to take up right arm off the floor, left leg off the floor, coming down and then swapping onto the other side. You want to keep your eyes on the floor ideally so that your neck stays in line with your spine. And you want to take the feet and the foot and the hands off to the same level. Squeezing into your glutes, into your hamstrings, into your back as you do this. You can make it a full body exercise. And remember to keep breathing, don't hold your breath when you're at the top of the movement. And then the same. Okay, last one. And then standing back up to our deadlifts with our row. Same weight in 2 hands again. So you can do it with holding on to one, or if you need to get some extra weight, I recommend using 2. So get your stance right first. And so our bums going backwards, shoulders back and down, rowing, squeeze, and standing up. If you can't quite feel the stretch in the backs of your legs, just recommend putting a bit more weight into your heels and really pushing that bum back. So keep going. Okay, last one. Okay, coming down onto one knee. Stomach pulls in, leaning forwards. Rowing again on one arm. Can let that arm go forwards, but just want to make sure that you engage it before you row. Shoulder shouldn't need to move around that much. Really good. Last one. Then swapping onto the other side. So stomach in, lean forwards. Keep stomach pulled in. Okay, last 2. And then onto your stomach for the alternating Superman. So arms reaching out. Opposite leg to arm coming off. Keep your eyes on the floor. Unlike me, because I keep looking at the screen. Really squeeze into your glutes, into the backs of your legs. You shouldn't feel any back pain in this. If you do, I try it with just doing your arms on their own first. Okay, standing up. Got a lovely set of leg exercises now, so lots of lunges, I'm afraid. So taking your weight at chest level. We're going to start with some reverse lunges. If you do need to start off simpler with this one, you're just going to go from here with or without a weight, just down and up, as much as you feel comfortable to, making sure that your knees stay in line with your feet, so that'll keep your knees protected. If you're ready for the full reverse lunges, going back to stand, keeping the weight in that front heel. Doing it on one leg first, that way we make sure that we fatigue the one fully so it gets less rest. Your weight in that front heel, you slightly lean forward. Okay, last one on this leg. And swapping to the other. The more weight you keep in that front leg, the more you'll hit into your glutes. So keep going. Remember, you can do it with your feet placed in this one, and don't worry about how far you can go down. Okay, last two. Okay, next up, we're going to do 10 pulses on each leg. So choose a leg to start on. From here, we're just going to go down with a small movement here. 10 on each. Do 10 seconds actually, that's easier. So in this position, that's it, small movement. And again, if you're not this low, that's fine. Okay, swapping onto the other leg. The same on the other side. Stomach pulls in, keep breathing. And up you can. Okay, next one, we've got our lateral lunges. So legs nice and wide, weight still held at chest. Going down, keeping that knee in line with your foot. Up, squeeze your glutes at the top. And to the other side. Keep your weight in your heels. I'm regretting choosing a heavier weight today. Not make it look so easy. So keep going. Okay, last two. Okay, back to our reverse lunges now. So choosing a leg to start on, weight at chest, taking it back to stand, making sure that you're standing up, using that front leg and not kicking too much off that back leg. Ideally, you don't want that front knee coming too far over your front foot. Your last two. And then swapping onto the other leg. Your stomach pulls in, breathe out as you stand. Okay, last one. And then we've got our pulses, so with or without a weight, held at chest. Choose your starting leg. Ready, off we go. It's a small movement. Keep knees in line with your feet. Okay, swap to the other leg. Same on the other side. Weight in that front heel. Okay, standing up. And now our lateral lunges. So legs nice and wide. And side to side. Well done. Keep going. Really sink low. Okay, last two. Okay, weight down. From here, we're coming down onto the floor. So we're either on your knees, but making sure if you're on your knees, shoulders stay over your wrists and your knees are back, so that your back and your legs are in a straight line. So here. Or on your feet, like so. So from here, we're lowering down, keeping elbows into your body. 3 seconds down, and then you can get up however you want to. Don't worry about that upwards movement. So it's just the lower. Well, you can push up if you want to, but you're on your own. Obviously harder on your feet, but just choose the option that you find manageable but still a challenge. Okay, last one. Okay, then coming over onto your back. We've got a weight for this one. Legs bent upwards. One we've done lots of times before, so fingertips of the other hand up to the ceiling. Then you're going to press up, breathing out on that push, lowering down. You'll find that these are harder after your the push-up lowers that we just did. You want to make sure your stomach pulls in so your back stays flat on the floor. You can do these with 2 hands if your weight's too heavy for the single arm. Okay, last 2. And then swapping over to the other side. Stomach pulled in. Keep the movement control on the way down as well as the up. We'll do one more. Okay, weight down. And now hands by your side. We're going to tilt pelvis under. Just going to do our glute bridges. We can, lowering down. You can put a weight on your hips for this one as well, if you want to make it a little bit harder. Really concentrate on firing your glutes, making sure that they're doing the work. Your weight stays in your heels. Really squeeze your glutes. Okay, last one. And then coming over for your push-up lowers again, so onto your hands and knees. If you do fancy giving it a go on your feet, just see how many you can do, and then you can always go down to your knees afterwards. Just adds a little bit more to the challenge. So 3 seconds down, and then you can use your knees to get back up. Want to make sure that your back is in a straight line and your bum's not raised if you are on your feet. Stomach pulled in. Okay, we'll do one more. Okay, and then coming back onto your back for our chest press on the single arm. So feet planted, stomach pulls in. One arm first, breathing out as you press. Okay, last one. And then swap to the other side. Same on the other side. Over halfway. Last one. And then onto our glute bridges. So you can have your weight on your hips or without a weight, making sure that you engage your core and tilt your pelvis first. Otherwise you'll find that you're not using your glutes for this exercise. We'll do one more. And then come back up standing. And grab a sip of water. Okay, and we've got our heart raising section. So grabbing your towel or resistance band, whatever you've got. We've got 4 exercises. One of them uses these. So first up, we're going to do reverse lunges without, so no weight this time. You're going to make sure that you keep some pressure on your band or your towel, so you'll find the arms tire and you'll get a bit of a back exercise as well. So coming down, doing these ones quite fast this time. If you struggle with your knees and you struggle with lunges, you can just take your foot back like this. You'll still find that you get a workout and that your heart raises. Next up, we've got ski jumps. So you're going to go down and up onto your tiptoes, down and up. You can put a little jump into these if you want to, but keep it controlled. And then third exercise, we've got mountain climbers. So from here, we're going to do them nice and slowly, knee towards opposite elbow. If you do struggle with your wrists and with holding that plank position, you can use a chair or something here and do the same movement, it's just a little less weight on your hands. And then finally, we've got squat, high knee. Squat, high knee. You can do it faster or slower, depending on how much of a workout you want. Okay, so 40 seconds of each, 3 times through. I'm going to try not to forget an exercise this week. So starting with your band or a towel. Off where you go, Charlie. So, and make sure you keep focused on keeping those knees in line with your feet. Really good. Remember, you don't need to do lunges, you can just tap the toes behind. It's still a workout. It's better to protect your knees until they strengthen. Okay, 10 seconds left. Stomach pulls in, put that back in a neutral position. Okay, next exercise, so ski jumps. You can down, up, squeeze onto your tiptoes. You can jump if you want to. Not weight in your heels when you go down. And don't worry if you can't go fully down. Okay, 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mountain climbers now, so hands on the floor or on a chair. Taking knee to opposite elbow. Keep stomach pulled in. You want your bum low and in line with your body. You do need to come down on these just to reset. That's fine, just join in as soon as you can afterwards. Five seconds left. Okay, up to standing. We've got our squat with high knee. Really squeeze into your core when you lift that knee. And keep weight in your heels when you're going down. 20 seconds going, 20 to go. Okay, 5 seconds left. Okay, back to your lunges, grab your towel. Down. Keep pressure on that band. Well done. 20 seconds left. Okay, less than 10 seconds. Okay, ski jumps. Down and up, squeeze. Really concentrate on keeping your form, it means you get the most out of the exercise. Okay, less than 15 seconds. And 10. 5 seconds left. Okay, mountain climbers. My least favourite. Why did I put them in? So keep going. Keep your shoulders in line with your wrists, or at least or over. So you've got full weight on those hands. Okay, 10 seconds left. 5, 3, 2, 1. Squats with our high knees. Squat, high knee. Keep going. Keep those squats low. Ten seconds left. Okay, with lunges again. Final round. Keep pressure on that band. Keep arms working. Over halfway. Keep pulling on that band or the towel. Less than 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ski jumps. Down and up. Really good. Really squeeze your calves at the top. Oh, light. Oops. Keep going. 10 seconds left. So you keep going low. Just one more. 19 climbers. I'm not going to be able to talk through this one. Keep core engaged. If you do feel any pain in your lower back, just come down, maybe hold this position, but on your knees. Okay, over halfway. Ten seconds left. Arms are shaking. And up to standing. Got our squat, high knee. So last exercise. So you can go a little bit lower in your squats. So the final few. Okay, 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and breathe. Grab a drink if you've got one nearby. Oh, let's go breath back. Okay, then coming onto one knee with your towel or your band. We're going from here, keeping pressure on the towel. Take it from here and swinging upwards, keeping core upright, core engaged. So with that twisting movement, you should feel it along your stomach here. Do it on one side first. Really pull the stomach in. This movement can feel really easy, but it shouldn't be if you're feeling it in your stomach. So really make that effort to twist from the core and tense those muscles. And keep the band tight or the towel. Do one more. And swapping onto the other side. So again, reset, and then twisting the other way. Really keep core upright, and twist. A couple more. Last one. Okay, band down, coming onto your back. One that we've definitely done before, but it's such a good one for your core. So making sure that your lower back stays flat on the floor. You can even test it yourself if you can fit your hand under there. You're not engaging your core enough. So belly button pulls towards the spine. Bring your knees up so your shins are parallel with the ceiling. Fingertips up, then lowering one leg and then the other. If you feel your back lift, come back to center. That's far enough for you. And you'll find that as your core gets stronger, you'll be able to go further. But it's better to keep the movement simple at first. If you want to make it harder, you can take opposite arm to foot, but really make sure you keep that lower back pressed. It's a similar one that it can, if it feels easy, you may not be engaging your core properly and you actually might be using your back a bit too much. Last two. Okay, feet down. We're going to take hands to the side with our palms facing upwards. One of my favourites, really works into your oblique muscles, so the side of your stomach. Lifting head off, shoulders off. Imagine you've got a tennis ball under your chin. We don't want your jaw too tight. And we're going side to side towards your heels. Doesn't matter how far you can go, as long as you feel your muscles engaged at the side of your stomach. So keep going. If you need to come down, that's fine. Have a little rest. And relax. You can reach your legs out, arms up above your head. Stretch as long as you can. Quit your toes. And then we're going to hug both knees into your chest if you can. If not, you can then use strap around your legs. From here, it's in a circle, knees around, to be rocking into your back. Do it one way and then the other. Hopefully you've got your breath back quicker than I have. From here, keep hold of that right knee. You're going to straighten your left leg out. Then we're going to take hold of your right knee with your left hand and gently pull it over to the left hand side. You're going to reach your right arm out and look over at your fingertips. Hopefully you can't see the hole in my leggings. Okay, from here, you're going to take your right leg out, taking your left leg into your chest this time, taking hold of your left knee with your right hand, and gently pulling over. Left arm goes out to the side and look across at your fingertips. You feel a twist into your back. Okay, back to lying on your back. If you grab your towel or your band, you're going to take your right leg up, wrap the band around your leg, and then gently pull it in towards your chest. Place the band wherever you like. And gently pull in. You should feel a stretch. Have a little bend in the leg. You feel a stretch here. As you breathe out, see if you can pull a little bit further. Okay, taking it onto the other side, so left leg up, wrap your band around, and gently pull that leg in. It might be that here's enough for you, or you can take it around calf. Feel it increase the stretch if you bring your toes towards your shins. Okay, and then rolling onto your side. You're going to take, if you're on your right hand side, you're taking hold of your left ankle, and the opposite if you're on the other side. You want to keep your feet together if you can. Gently push hip forwards. Feel a stretch along your hip and your thigh. And then you can roll onto the other side. You can just roll over. I'm going to switch so I can see the screen. Taking hold of the other ankle. Gently push your hip forwards. Okay, coming onto your stomach. Sorry, I forgot where I was. And hands placed by your armpits at chest level. From here, we're going to push up, bending into your back a little bit, but we don't want to push too far that your lower back gets compressed, so you can keep your glutes engaged if you want to. And then take it down, and again, just about going as far as you feel comfortable, not about really pushing it so you feel pain. And then we'll take our knees apart, hands are coming in front of you, and then we're pushing your bum back towards your heels. You might need to put a cushion in between your thighs and your calves, depending on your flexibility here. You feel a stretch into your hips. You drop your head to the floor if you want to. You take onto your fingers, if you go onto your fingertips, you can push your armpits to the floor and you might get a little stretch along the front of your armpits and your arms there. Okay, coming up onto your knees. You're going to take hands clasped together in front of you. You're going to push shoulder blades apart and stretch into your upper back. And then we'll take hands behind the back. You can use your band for this one if you need to, or you can just clasp hold of your hands and squeeze shoulder blades together. The further you put your arms away from your back, the more of a stretch you'll get. Drop your chin to your chest. Feel a stretch along your upper back and your neck. Okay, we'll take your right arm across, take hold of your right elbow with your left hand and gently pull in towards you. And swap to the other side. Left arm reaches across, right hand comes onto your left elbow. Gently pull in. We'll take both arms up, knee clasp hold. It's going to rock from side to side. Feel a stretch along the side of your body. And then from here, we'll drop right hand to left shoulder blade, left hand on right elbow, and you're gently going to push that right hand a little bit lower down your back. But you want to push your right elbow against your hand, because then you'll find it actually increases the stretch as you push against it. And then say on the other side, so left hand onto right shoulder blade, right hand onto left elbow, gently push down. Okay, final stretch, standing up. Front leg bent, back leg straight, pushing the heel towards the floor. You should feel a stretch along the back of your lower leg. Lean on that front leg and just play around with the placement of your heel until you feel a stretch. And then swap to the other side. Heel goes back. And there we go, well done. That was a sweaty one. Well, it was for me. I don't know about you.